Today we are going to discuss another system design pattern called load shedding pattern. Now, load shedding pattern is a very production oriented pattern of system design. Rather, it is a pattern of system response where, for example, you have some service and let's consider it is a very perfectly designed service where you have load balancer and the traffic is being sent or distributed to multiple servers. Now, what you're going to do is you are going to have some information of the clients who are calling your service. Let's say there are multiple teams or multiple set of customers who are calling your service, and due to some reason, the CPU on your service is very high, goes very high, and it may be due to scaling, it may be due to any reason. But for normal application services, what you can do is you can increase the number of instances behind your load balancer through auto scaling and or either manual scaling, and your application is going to continue working fine. But there is going to be some bottlenecks in the system. For example, let's say you have master slave architecture where you have multiple slaves through which you are reading the data. It is similar to follower reads pattern where you have a master and you have a slave. You are doing all the writes on the master and all the reads are being done on the slaves. Now this is perfectly fine, but if the number of writes on your system are very high, then your database can become a single point of failure. And what we have observed from production scenarios is if our database gets overwhelmed, then it is going to have multiple impact. It is not going to take further write queries. Write queries are going to take a large amount of time, and it can also crash your master database. Now we don't want this type of scenario. So what we do is, if there is a very emergency scenario where your master is about to die due to the write traffic that is coming on your database, it can be due to any reason. For the sake of discussion, we are not going to go in depth of why the write traffic is high. It can be it can be due to unoptimized queries that are being hit on your database. It can be due to some customer which has high volume of traffic. It can be due to any reason. But the emergency scenario is our master is going to go down. What to do? Now, the worst case or the action that you can take is you can start shedding the load on your master. Now, how can we start shedding load on a master? One of the best ways of doing this is to cut this layer of networking between your master and databases. Layer of networking between the application that is writing on our master and the master database. So when this layer of networking between master and application is cut off, no writes can reach the master and it can give a breathing space to our master service. This is one of the ways. But if you don't have a choice to block complete traffic between master and application, another set of choice that you have is you can have some logic or cutoff logic or break off switch or circuit breaker in your applications, so that you can start shedding some of the clients from sending the request to the master. For example, you can have some configuration in your application which can start shedding loads or write traffic for particular set of clients which can be low priority. In the order of priority, you can start shedding write traffic for low priority clients, and as per requirement you can continue to shed loads from lower priority to higher priority. That is another way. Yet another way is if you don't have any application side code to make traffic drops or open the circuit so that writes are not sent to master. Another way is you can block the write traffic on your load balancer layer, so that incoming traffic is blocked at the load balancer layer. You could have even a gateway layer at which you can have blocked the traffic. You can have opened the circuit. There are multiple ways, but the idea is we have to shed the load that is coming to a master one by one, so that master can get the breathing space or your application get a breathing space and it can recover. Thank you.